What's up, everybody? So I know it's been a long time since I've put up my video or a video, but been doing all this rehab the last couple of months, trying to get back in shape, trying to get back at it. A lot of things been happening. Angela started a new job. Charlie's in daycare. Just a lot of things. Life just kind of gets in the way. But I'm working on some things right now, getting some things organized in the house and trying to get the garage and gym reorganized because we got some new equipment that we got on sale and we've been wanting to get. And so what I'm going to do today, I'm going to actually go take you through my my garage gym. And this is going to be a budget garage gym. There's no expensive equipment in there. There's not a lot of a lot of stuff. This is just stuff that I've acquired over the years. Some of it I've acquired, some of it I've gotten from friends, some of it I've got from different cheap stores. Really cheap stuff that does well for me. It may not be perfect for you or anything, but this is just an idea of what you really need or what you want in a garage gym or a home gym for yourself on a budget. You guys know me. I try to get things as cheap as I can, but still good enough quality to where I'm, if I'm going to use it, and when I use it, it's not just going to break down, but it's something that's worth the money, worth the time, but still not overextending yourself in your budget, in your wallet. So without further ado, let's take you through my budget home garage gym. Okay, so like I said, this is my garage. Let's take you over here just a little bit. This is kind of the storage area with some of the stuff I'm working on right now. Again, Charlie has a lot of his toys out here, a lot of his stuff over here. Lots of storage, just kind of stuff thrown into place right now, just because I'm working on removing some of this stuff, putting it upstairs, I already put up a bunch of stuff upstairs the other day or yesterday. I'm trying to make room for our garage gym to make it a little bit more efficient and work out in. So the first thing I'm going to go over is my Total Gym right here. I've had this thing for a few years now, and I've had a Total Gym for probably about 15 years or more, and I love this thing. It is extremely well put together. The pad slides up and down really well. Again, this is a different model, but I had a different model a long time ago. I had to sell it, and then I acquired this one later on. I think a Walmart for like $150, $200, something like that. It's probably $400 or $500 online. But if you just want a quick workout, something that's not too invasive, it's good on your joints. It stretches you out. You only have 10, 15, 20 minutes to work out. This thing right here is a perfect little Total Gym. If you have something, Total Gym, pun intended, right? If you just have room in your bedroom, it folds up. You just take out this pin that's up top here, fold it all the way down. It folds up in the center here, goes into a small footprint. You can slide it under your bed, slide it into a closet, and it only takes a couple seconds to pull back out and put the accessories on. Has the pulley system here that hooks on to underneath the pad here, which pulls the pad up and down. You got about 35 to 40% of your body weight to work with. It even comes with some pull-up bars, and you can put the pull-up bars down here at these holes down here, and you can use it for presses, for shoulder presses. This thing comes off to do some light sissy squats type deal. Just a really great piece of equipment. If you're on a complete budget, you need something in your house just to get off your ass and get your and tone yourself up. It comes with this one comes with a stand. I think I got rid of it or it broke or something, with a booklet up here with all the exercises you need on this thing. A great piece of equipment, really cheap. Go out and get you one if you need something. Now this is just my accessory box right here that I have some things stored. Inside I have a couple of collars, some pins. This thing I have right here is a forearm developer. These
bars right here go on the Total Gym right about right down here somewhere underneath, and you can use those as dip bars. Just a couple of knee sleeves, a bar pad right here, and my favorite of all time, Versa Grips lifting straps. Love these things. Has a little insert in the pad right here in the leather, and it helps you grip onto that bar with some neoprene padding on the inside for the wrists. Love these things. Had them forever, and I'll always I'm just in love with those things. Now this is one of the centerpieces of my gym, but I don't really use it very much. I got it from my father-in-law. It's a great piece of equipment. Pretty cheap. I think you can get them between $219 to $330 something online. It's a Marcy Diamond Elite attached bench squat platform. It looks like about a 11 gauge, maybe a 14 gauge steel, tubular steel. Has these. It comes with 3 sets of safety bars, detachable. You can place them at different angles. The bars here actually come up at an angle, and you can place about 4 or 5. I think 500 pounds is what this is rated for. Has some plate storage in the back right there. Some 2x4, I think, 14 gauge steel tubes. The back sits up and back. You can put it for inclines and declines. The whole seat moves back on the rail right here, so you can do some presses. You can do squats. It comes with 3 sets: a medium, a small size safety bars here. And they come out really easy. And if you see right there, that little pin right there, that is so when it goes in, it slides down and it locks. It doesn't come out. So which is a pretty good feature on this thing. Detachable curl bar, leg developer, curl bar right here. I'm sorry, curl pad, and then the curl bar right here, which is a really cool feature. And it comes off, and this pin comes out really easy. Comes out, boom, pops out. Then the leg developer doesn't come off. You have to unscrew it for it to come off. But still, a really fine piece of equipment for something pretty cheap, and it works really well. And if you're not going to lift a ton of weight, you really don't need anything too much more. So it's a really good piece of equipment. Don't really use it. Trying to sell it and get it out of here so I can make some more room. Now over here is my other accessory bin that I have, and I laid some stuff out to show you what I have inside. A couple of ab rollers there. You can get them for a couple of dollars, $4 or $5, pretty cheap. A couple of sets. I got a set here, and then I got another set over there, and I'll show you that in a second, of some push-up bars. Another $2, $3, maybe $5 at Walmart or something like that. Got some collars here, some old school collars, weigh about a pound, so you can even add those onto your bar for small increments of weight. Got some collars here, some safety collars. This is a band that you put around your waist and attach to a solid object, and you can do some resisted sprints. Inside, I have a set of Olympic rings right here. I don't have anywhere to set them up yet. Hopefully I will in the future. But those are a great couple dollar piece of equipment, maybe 10, 15 bucks. You can get them pretty cheap. You get the cheaper kind for pretty cheap. You can get the wood kind, the expensive kind, a little bit more money. That depends on what you want to spend. I have a couple of, sorry about the light here. I have a couple of pairs of gloves if I'm working with tires or stones or anything like that. Some rubber tubing, some good pieces of really cheap equipment, but really works really well for resistance training. Got some agility cones, 2 agility ladders here from Skills. You can get it, I think Walmart, Target, stuff like that. It's a decent, pretty cheap equipment, but really works pretty well actually. Here's a speed a parachute. Just attach it to your back and do some sprints, and it kind of gives you that resistance. Got some more speed ropes for jump ropes. Got me a nylon belt. Is another. I have 2 of these. This one here, it's Velcroed. Got it for a couple of bucks. It works pretty well. I'd rather have a more sturdy one, but it works well for me. I like the thicker leather, old school leather ones. That works really well for me. But it's cheap. I like it. It works perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. These are 2 of my favorite travel gyms here. It is a TRX system. If you don't know what they are, just look them up. It's a suspension trainer, and you can pretty much take them anywhere and go anywhere. And they even come with a door frame attachment to where you can attach the door frame and still do resistance training with your own body weight anywhere you go in the world, out in the field, out hiking, at a hotel if you're traveling. And it comes just in this little pouch. I have a civilian style one right here, which I've had for quite a few years. Comes with everything you need. And I have this TRX Force, the military style one here. It has the book and everything else that comes with it. So these are some great pieces of equipment. I think you can get them cheaper now. I think back in the day when I got them, they were like $100 or so. But you can get them for really pretty cheap right now, a couple dollars. I don't know, maybe $50, something like that, or maybe even cheaper. But that's what I have in here. I have some more tubing. I believe it's here we go, right down under here. Have some more rubber tubing just in these pouches that I acquired over the couple of years, and great. You can throw them in your bag, head off to do some traveling. Up on the wall here, I'm looking at taking all this stuff down and moving it over here or over here, most likely here because over there I don't have the room. But I'm looking at moving all this stuff, or at least organizing most of this and moving it over here. So, excuse me if I'm moving the camera too much. So, taking all this stuff off, putting up a gun rack, or putting up and we call it a gun rack for our bars, or putting bar storage somewhere else, but putting the bars up here, and accessories like I have over here. Go over here and talk about this for a second. This is my weight stand. Right now it has about 600 pounds on it, give or take. And cool quick story, when I got my bench, it didn't come with a couple of pieces, which wasn't a big deal, but I went back to tell them, and they said, well, I can bring the pieces back, or I can bring the bench back, but I already put it together. So I said no, and I told them that I wanted this for a lot cheaper than it was. It was like $100 or something, and I got it for about $75 off, 75% off. So I got it for like $25, $30, something like that. And this thing, I'm telling you right here, this is sturdy. It has all that weight on it, and it's really sturdy. It comes with these safety clips right here, so these don't come off when Charlie's trying to play with it. So that works really well for me. Again, got it really cheap. You don't need any expensive equipment with it. Got the plates right here with the bench that my father-in-law gave me. So I got those plates for free. Got this plate with a set. These plates with the set for I don't know, maybe $100, $150, something like that. Kind of cheap, but at the same time, they work perfectly well for my home gym. Don't really need expensive equipment. And move over a little bit further. We got my Power Block Classic 50. Again, one of my favorite pieces of equipment right here. It's 50 pounds, goes up in increments of 5. It starts off at 10 pounds with just the handle. You just take out the pin, slide it back in place with the color coding, whatever the weight you want, and pick it right up. These things are sturdy. They're made exceptionally well. They're getting better by the day. This is an older set, but I got this as a gift not too long ago, and got it for a couple $100, I think. But perfectly well, especially if you are lacking space. This set is, like I said, 5 or 10 all the way up to 50, and with a dumbbell set, that would take up probably from here all the way to here. So 2 tiers of dumbbells. This just takes up a very small footprint, and the Power Block stand I think it retailed for about $200. $250, and I got it for I think $20 to $25 I think on sale at the PX. That's right, I couldn't pass it up. I went ahead and got it. Good thing about this is it expands, so I think I'm able to expand this set up to 90 pounds. I'm not really sure, but one day maybe I will if I have the money to do it. But I might get the expansion pack. But even if I don't, the 50 pounds really don't need a whole lot more just to do a good quick workout at home. I got a couple of 10, 5, 15 pound little dumbbells here that, for warm-ups, and Charlie works out with me a little bit and, do some things. Got a couple of, acquired a couple here and there, from some friends. People who aren't using them, they're just sitting around. I think I got, there's the other push-up bars. I think I got the 10 pounds at a garage sale or something. Got a couple of foam rollers here and a more sturdy one. Got them on sale. Again, only paid about half price. These acquired two of them at a garage sale. I kept one of them through from quite a long time ago when I had to sell all my old equipment. Got this rack out of the trash. Put it together, painted it, sanded it down, and painted it, and it works perfectly fine for me. So I got that for free. So, and then a little calf stretcher right there. Up here on the accessory rack, got a yoga pad, just a nice soft pad there. Got some more tubing and some elastic bands, some rubber bands there. For whatever you want to use them for resistance training, for my rehab and all that stuff. Got a stopwatch. Got a tricep rope. Got some of this from my rehab. They give me to take home so I can keep doing my rehab on that. Over here, I'm gonna get to that bench here in just a second. Over here, just a couple of yoga mats. This one's a little bit extra thick. It's about a 3/4 inch thick mat. It's really nice and soft when you're trying to do some stuff on your on the hard floor. If your back's bothering you or something. And last but not least is my bench. This is a Fitness Gear Pro OB600. It is I think it's a 14 gauge steel. Pretty sturdy steel squat rack with an attached bench to it. The bench inclines, declines, and so does the seat itself. It's pretty sturdy. Has a good sturdy footprint. It sits flat on the floor. And on the pegs right here, sits flat. It's just a little space underneath here. Sits flat over here on the bench that extends out and attaches to the stability bar. It has a couple of good stable platforms right here, and the reason why I got that stand for so cheap is because there's supposed to be a plate over here on the outside too. So when I noticed it wasn't there, went back to Dick's to let them know. They told me to bring it back so we can exchange it, and I said nay. So I want that for cheap, and I got it for cheap. I put about 600 pounds on this thing, well 300 at the time. Put it up here, and this thing, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna put all my weight. I'm gonna put both my feet on it down here. I'm off the ground, put both my feet up here, and I'm pulling on this thing, and it takes all my weight, all of it, really pull back hard for that to come off, and that's me pulling on it to make it come up. I put 500 pounds on this thing, almost 600 up on this. This thing barely budged. So for about $250, this piece of equipment right here, nice and sturdy, does perfectly fine. You don't need to go get anything super expensive. So the Fitness Gear, I think they're selling it now at Dick's Sporting Goods for about $199. So $200 for this thing is not a bad deal. 3x3 steel construction. I think a 14 gauge steel, so it's not super thick. It's not commercial quality like a Rogue Sport or anything like that. But it is, I think they do 11 gauge steel. The pegs are a little bit, they're not, I think they're drilled, they're not laser cut, but they're still nice and smooth. It's got a good smooth finish on it. It looks pretty decent, and it's a great deal, man. It really is. You really don't need anything else with it. It works perfectly fine, and it's just high enough, unless you're a super tall person, to do squats. So I got all the way up on the top rack right there, and it works perfectly fine for me. I got to bend over a little bit to get to it, but not too bad. And I got the bar here. I think this bar, no, I got this bar with these weights right here, which was a total of 300-pound set. My father-in-law, when I got his bench, gave me this bar and these weights here, these standard barbell Olympic size plates. Great deal. Got it all for free. Got the other one, got it on sale. I think I actually got the weights at the PX for even cheaper than Dick's Sporting Goods. No, that's not correct. I got those from Dick's Sporting Goods also, and got those on sale. And then, as of 2 days ago, we got a new set here. We got some new barbells to add to our gym. This is a Fringe Sport barbell. My wife got her a 15-kilogram barbell. This thing is freaking phenomenal. I'm telling you, man. The knurling on it is great. We got it on sale. Knurling on it is great. It's not a good squat barbell because it doesn't have any knurling here in the center, but it is good for CrossFit and for deadlifts, so it doesn't scratch up your knees too bad or your shins. It has some good bearing inside. You can barely hear it spin. And I mean, this thing is just phenomenal, man. And it's solid, unlike these down here, which are good barbells. I mean, they're not good quality. They're not, you can hear that. You can hear it spin. That's because it spins on. It's just a solid bar. There's no bushings or anything on the inside. No ball bearings on the inside to help it spin, but it works for me. Don't really need it too bad. Maybe one day I'll get myself a decent bar, but we'll see. And boom, got us finally a good set of bumper plates from Fringe Sport. They are did some really good research on them. Got them really cheap. I think it's like a 205-pound set or something like that, but got them really cheap for, I don't know, a couple $100, I think, with the barbell. And these plates right here they're, from what I read, they're made to last for a very long time. They're some of the best plates in the world. So a great deal on them. Just got them a couple days ago. Need to get us some more storage for the plates, or for the bumpers. But yeah, I got these the other day. Super excited to get them out and start using them. I'm sure she is too, so we're going to get those going here soon when I finally get everything else cleaned up. So let's cut this a little bit more short. I know this is about 20 minutes too long, right? And this is my garage gym on a budget. Again, I didn't buy all this stuff all at one time. I acquired it over the last few years, last 4 or 5 years actually, is what I got here. So I'm looking at selling even this, selling that, maybe a set of my plates, just to make some money, because I'm gonna upgrade to a rack, a power rack here, because I'm finally getting into some more squats and bigger lifts, and I need to get myself a squat rack, and so we can do some pull-ups and stuff too, and get our CrossFit stuff going on here. So this is my garage gym. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and let me know what you like or dislike about the video, and also subscribe to my channel and share it. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. See if I get myself in the video here. Boom. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, share, and give me a thumbs up. Talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend. Love you all. Scouts out.